Welcome back to More to Marketing on Daily Ad Brief. I'm your host, Yasmin. Today we are in St. Louis, Missouri with Jeff Winters from Sapper Consulting joining me. Welcome to the program, Jeff.
Yasmin, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Excited to be here.
Amazing. We're so excited to have you. So with that, I want to go ahead and jump right into it. Tell us about Sapper Consulting and all the amazing work you guys do.
Okay, so founded Sapper Consulting, August of 13. And basically sort of one of those things where I was a salesperson and couldn't get sales meetings, like could not get sales meetings, was trying to get them with incredibly high up people at enormous companies, struggled mightily until ultimately I started waking up in the middle of the night, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and writing funny emails. And I got 170 Fortune 500 sales meetings in 1 year, and Sapper was born. And so that was my idea. My idea was that, hey, I could get sales meetings for anybody. So fast forward 9 years, and we were actually recently acquired. And what we do is still kind of the same thing we did in the middle of the night, or I did in the middle of the night. We've added a lot of technology and other things to it. And long story short, we do appointment setting. We do outsourced B2B appointment setting.
That's amazing. And it's amazing to hear that you all have innovated and really taken it into your own, because as we know, sales has been around for so long, and sales is becoming more saturated in the way people are using language has to innovate and grow all the time in order for people to remain interested. So on that note, I'm curious, what is one of the key drivers of success for you, knowing that sales is such a difficult niche to work on and every CEO and high up person out there is constantly being pitched in sales?
Yeah, so I'm going to give the listeners a very tactical thought, a very sort of in the moment thing you can do, put into play tomorrow. So if you know anybody, or if you yourself are sending prospecting emails, and I bet either you are or you do, here is the tip. Don't focus as much on the subject line. Don't focus as much on the body of the email. Focus on the first 2 lines of text, because what's happening is, as you know, think about yourself. When you look at an email that lands in your inbox, do I know the sender? Is the subject line something I may want to read? And then next, I'm immediately looking at the first sentence. And we are now so conditioned to be able to say, I want to open that or I don't. Make that first 2 lines of text something that's intriguing and that people will want to open. That's my tip.
Jeff, I love that. And I love the innovation in that, because it's so true. Our attention spans have gotten shorter overall. And what we do look at is for those quick keywords and, key hooks to get us interested. And of course, in a saturated world where everyone's always being pitched, you always have to innovate. So I love that. So tell me, so when we see marketing changing over the few years, we know LinkedIn is one of the main ways people come to CEOs for sales and the prospecting, and it becomes very saturated. And so as marketing trends are changing with all these platforms all the time, where do you believe we need to be paying attention to as it relates to sales in the next few years?
So it's a really interesting question. So I think about it this way. Okay. And again, I'm sort of coming at it through the lens of prospecting and selling. So I'll give you phone, email, LinkedIn. Let's just stick with those 3 primary channels. What I think you're going to see is an ebb and flow in the success of each of those channels. So in certain, and I think it's going to be quick, like 6-month spurts where phone will be more effective, and then email, and then LinkedIn. And as each channel gets more and more saturated, and frankly, as the platforms get a little better at detecting, selling, or prospecting, you're going to ebb and flow in which channels are most effective. The bottom line is you need to be using all of them, period, the end, hard stop. And the amount of attention you pay to each channel and the amount of resources you dedicate to each channel will depend on where you're seeing the best return for your individual product or service.
That's amazing. It sounds like we have to be consistently checking analytics, consistently innovating, consistently willing to change our methods and strategies across platforms and multi-channels. So that's great. Jeff, thank you so much for your time and sharing all this insightful information with us.
Appreciate it. Great to be with you.
To find out more about Jeff and all of his amazing work at Sapper Consulting, visit us at dailyadbrief.com, and we'll see you next time on More to Marketing.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.